What's going on, everybody? Good evening, everybody. What's going on, Terrence? I had to start a new stream. For some reason, my other one wouldn't load up. Yeah, we got a couple coming in now. There you go, Terrence. Yeah, I was over here at the shop doing some work, so I decided to do the live from here and was having some Wi-Fi issues and some streaming issues, so I had to start a new stream. Yeah, we got 6 in the room right now. What's going on, Brother John? How's it going this evening? All right, I want to try to adjust this camera a little bit. Oh, cool deal, Terrence. Yeah, I saw that on Tony's post. I think someone else mentioned something about Fastenal or something like that. Let's see, John. Let's see. Just Mopar Joe has been helping me make some decisions about my 400 Strucker build. How's that going, brother? Oh, I hear you, man. It's cold over there. Yeah, we all need to win the lottery, man. No doubt. I know one thing. I'm about wood, man. We've had a wild for 3 days here, or I know I have. What's going on, Curious Yellow Cuda? How's it going tonight? Mr. Will, what's up, brother? Yeah, Mr. Will, I had some reason my first setup didn't want to pop up, so I had to do a new stream. Yellow, let's see, what's up with the 361? Not a whole lot. Right now we're using it for a mock-up motor, so I can get everything done on the cross member for the tranny and the mounts and everything in Slag Hammer. As of right now, Tony took the top end off, and the galley looks good. Doesn't look cracked. So possibly we might fix that block. I mean, it can probably be fixed. And we've had a couple people reach out to us that either know somebody who has a 361 block or are willing to ship one to us. So we're gonna see how that goes. I bet you do, John. No nitro yet there, Mr. Cuda. Like I said, we're going to figure out which way we want to go with it, and as soon as we come with a decision, then we'll let everybody know. Yeah, Mr. Will, he was not really a happy camper. Neither was I, because we had actually talked about it a couple of months ago of it possibly being the second motor for Slag Hammer, but he hadn't talked to the guy forever and lost his number. And the guy just happened to show up at the shop the other day, and we started talking. He was wanting somebody to run the car, and of course Tony's busy, I'm busy. You know, we got these bills going on. I got stuff going on at the house, and it just wasn't feasible right now to do it. So the guy said, asked Tony if he wanted his motor back. We both kind of looked at each other and said, well, we can be out there Saturday morning and pull the motor out. And then when we started tearing it down, we saw the spreed plug popped on the passenger side, and that wasn't a good sign. And then when Tony went to the driver's side, that one was pushing out. And then when I went over there, I saw the crack in it. So basically what happened was when the dude last ran the car, he stored it. He didn't winterize it, and it froze and cracked the block. So yeah, it was a happy, sad moment. He was happy to see the motor again, but we were sad about what happened. But I mean, we'll get through it. We'll figure something out. It's just a thing. We got plenty of time to get that second motor together. But yeah, it's been a wild couple days, man. But Mr. Will, I enjoyed your live the other night, man. You're a laid back brother, man. I'll be glad when I get to meet you. But yeah, basically we pulled that motor out Saturday, got loaded on my truck, brought it back here to the shop. Tony left. I took the motor, I put the mock-up training on it and had it ready to go to stab in the car. And then Tony came back, we put it in and was looking at it with the headers and everything on it. We looked like a couple of 12-year-old kids that just went through instant puberty. I mean, it's going to look nice when it's done. That's funny. Could be all saying it. Which part of the place is colder than the other? Greg, what's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? Hope all is well and dandy. Oh, what's up, brother? What's up? What's so horrible? Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I just lost a good friend myself here a couple weeks ago. He lost his battle with cancer. He was a good friend, my bass player, and all around good guy. What's going on, Junk Car Willie? How you doing this evening? Oh, I hear you, brother. I'm still figuring out the live chat myself. I mean, because I'm a laid back person, and I kind of watch the questions pop up and the conversations, and you know, and try to sit there and connect with everybody. Oh, I hear you, John. It's all about that bass. I appreciate that, Junk Card Willie. Yeah, I sit there and tell them I was going to have to start a new stream, so hopefully everybody will start popping over here. I was having some difficulties. What's going on, Mr. Duster? But yeah, John, I miss him, man, because I'm a drummer, and a drummer and a bass player has a really got to have a really tight connection. And but yeah, I miss him. Iceman, what's going on, brother? Let's see what you got here. You talked about the bad Hemi PCB system. Did you ever debate on going old school and do those hose from the air filter to one valve cover, PCB valve on the other side? Actually, what I'm going to do is, man, on these Gen 3 Hemis, you can just order a catch can to put on it, and that way there it's not going back into the intake like that. But I mean, there's many ways to do it. I mean, you can put PCB valve on, drill out a hole for the valve cover and stuff like that. But I'm just going to put catch can on it. Eric, what's going on, brother? What is a 361? That motor you Tony picked up. It's just one of the first big blocks that came out. Basically back in the day. What was it? 58, 59 through. Let's see. I think this block is a 63. And then after that, they kind of went to the 383, the 440, the 400, and stuff like that. Randy, what's going on, man? Yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we'll fix it. We got some other people wanting to have found located some 361 blocks, so we'll see what's happening. Oh, cool deal, Yellow Cuda. Yeah, I've been drumming since I was 12 years old. Oh, cool. Over in Cool Springs. Yeah, you're right, John. More or less, it's one of the original big blocks, man. The Wrench, what's up, brother? Oh, what's up, man? Just dropping in. Appreciate it. I mean, the stroke's not that much difference between that, the 383 and the 400. I mean, you can bore that 361 out. The wrench, I just saw the video. Yeah. Mr. Will, I don't know that definitely. Tony is more educated on the big blocks. I've always been a small block guy. But basically, yeah, I mean, you can basically swap everything over to 383 minus the pistons. Oh, Doug, yeah. I hate when someone butchers the bike up. See, VMAX, the 350 big block was the first. Yeah, let's see, one of those they use that a lot in the industrial application. I'm not really for sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. VMAX says the 350 big block was the first big block in 1958. Also, the 361. I've got a 361 in my 58 DeSoto. Iceman, let's see. Al, how did you end up in the Mopar? Dude, I grew up around it. I mean, my dad had all kind of cars, and then anything from an old model Chevrolet El Camino with the big wings on the back to a Vega GT. But his first love was always Mopars. We had Barracudas, we had 340 Dart 4 speeds, and I just kind of got hooked on them, from a young age. What's up, Rude Mopar dude? Good evening, brother. Mike C. Let's see. Yeah, I was disappointed, man. But like I said, it is what it is. I mean, the motor rotates everything. So, and Tony took the intake off last night and the valley plate, and overall, that part of it looked good. We didn't see any cracks in the valley, so I think we might be all right on that. But yeah, I remember my first car, man. It just got my driver's license. It was a '72 Barracuda 340 four-speed car, man. And man, I got so many damn tickets in that thing. Dean, what's going on, man? Doug, it could be. We're not too sure what we're going to do with it. We're going to weld it, or we're going to do like a zipper repair on it, or we might do an old school repair. We're still flipping quarters up on that, and probably do a video here down the road with it a little bit. But I mean, right now, I mean, the cam looks good. I mean, the heads are going to be pulled off and cleaned out and everything. Because, dude, man, we found dog food pellets in the header going into the head. So mice were like living in this thing. And evidently, the last time this car got ran was like 10 years ago. VMAX, like I said, we can do either way. He's wanting to do it a video. He either really old school way and stuff. So I'm letting him deal with that. If it was me, I would have ground it out, beat it up, heated it nice and hot, and let it, and weld it. But let's see. Yeah, Greg's like, if not cement it nitro. Dude, I mean, anything's possible with this motor right now. We got so much stuff going through our head, what we want to do with it. So probably about a week or so, man, we'll get things sorted out and kind of get direction with it. Mr. Will, there was actually several people that either know somebody that's got one. Terrence has one and is willing to tear it down and ship it. I mean, so I mean, the comments have been coming out, man. Oh, dude, I've seen a lot of Hemi blocks that were worse than that, man. I've seen patches from hell on them. What's going on, Chris? What's the status of the Mitsubishi project? Well, I mean, right now, I mean, Kiwi is like very busy. I'm still building the motor at the house. I'm just waiting for some parts to come in. So basically, once I get the motor done, I want to ship it back to him, and hopefully by then he'll start working on it because he's got stuff going on with his business right now. Plus, we got to get his Barracuda ready for the No Name Nationals. That's what the 446 pack is for. So I'm actually doing 2 motors for him. But hopefully this year, man, we're going to start working on it. Iceman, you are correct. Very correct. That's why I'm saying we're up in the air on which way to fix it. Hey, well, what's up, man? Let's see. He asked, where do you get all the energy for all these products, dude? I am whooped. I mean, I'm still recovering. I guess I'm called a long hauler from the COVID. I'm having some lung issues right now, and yeah, I know I'm still smoking, but I'm also taking 4 breathing treatments a day now. They finally got me set up with a doctor's appointment with a lung doctor to see if I got some permanent damage from the COVID. But I just work as long as I can, man. I'll sit in the rocking chair in the shop and rest for an hour or two. or if I'm at home, I'll work for a couple hours and rest. I mean, I just do what I can do, man. But I tell you what, Saturday wore me out when we pulled that motor out. We pulled it out, brought it here, put it in Slag Hammer that night. Sunday, I came in early to work on the car a little bit, and then I had to take the Jeep that Tony had and take it to my other house down in Alabama where I got my cousin living at right now. Did that, got there last night, got back this morning, took a nap, and got back here at the shop at 5:30. Let's see, Randy. If you guys decide to fix that block, it would make a good video. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's what we're looking at. We're just trying to figure out which way we want to fix it. John Wilburn, what's going on, my brother? I just watched Andy's video today on that mixed up boss, man. I appreciate it, Mr. Will. But yeah, I'm definitely wore out when I get home, man. Wayne, what's up going? What's going on? Oh, appreciate that, VMAX. It was a tight fit, that was for sure, especially around that steering box area. I had to get the inside tube cut out and new tube put in to clear the box, and then passenger side, I had to flatten it out about 1/16 of an inch to clear the frame. But that's what you get, man, when you're putting a monster together like this. I mean, I almost need to call it a Johnny Cash project because it's a little bit of everything. Sketchy doesn't get Tony to give you a raise. Brother, I don't get paid for doing this thing. I'm over here doing the build with Tony. I'm going to be taking the cars to the events and everything. And, like No Name Nationals. We got a few events we do here in Tennessee. So I'm going to be on the road with that car. So that's where I'll be coming in, between selling shirts and everything else. What's up, Dizzy Izzy? Wayne, I don't know if the Junkyard Jets or John has came up with the name of the caddy, but I tell you what, man, every time I see that thing, it just looks more badass. Junk car, yeah. I mean, there's some nasty looking headers, brother. Yeah, and that's what it is at the end of the day, junk car. I mean, I met Tony years ago when he was when he had his other shop, Mid South Mopars, and we've always talked about years, for years trying to do something together. I appreciate it, Wayne. Yeah, Dizzy, I appreciate what Junk Car Willie did, man. They're a nice set of headlights. I mean, they're I gotta do some massaging on them the fit in the hull right. Each car is different, man. Back in the day, there was no quality control on how shit bolted up. But yeah, they look good on the car, man. Let's see, what British cars do you like? Ever own one? Let's see. Back when I was a kid, I had a Fiat Spider, and one of my favorite cars, believe it or not, I love Audis. And then let's see, I had a Triumph TR7. It had its current motor in it for a total of a month, and we took it out and we did a V8 swap in it. We put a 350 in it. VMAX, yeah, I agree with you there. But right now we're holding off on the paint. Right now, we're probably gonna pick back up on finishing the bodywork and stuff towards the end of the year, and partly because of just getting crunched down on time a little bit. But yeah, when she's finally done, man, I mean, body wise, she's gonna look good. Oh, I agree, Dizzy. I love that your head or tail lights, man. Yeah, I like Jaguars too. Let's see, Mr. Will. Any updates on the Valiant? Um, it's still a pissing game on price right now. I mean, for me, for what he's kind of wanting for it, it's a little bit too much. I want to pay for it because I mean the car's basically gutted out and it's missing a fender and it's going to need floor pans in it. And so we're just going back and forth on the price. If it don't work out, I mean, I'll grab another car. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Oh, I love the Jensen Interceptors. Hell yeah. I hear you, B Max. Usually paint comes last, but originally we were going to try to get the body work done and get the car painted before we finished it up. But like I said, it's just a time thing. Tony, actually, if you go online, there's a few people right now running the Hemis. There's a guy that's got a dragster. He's running a 5.7 in, and I tell you what, man, that thing hauls ass. Now, as far as how much power you can get out of 5.7, it depends how much work you do to it. I mean, there's guys out here right now running the old 5.7s with stock bottom ends and pushing either juice through it or pushing the wind down, and man, they're making 1,000 horse, 1,100 horse with a stock bottom end. I appreciate that, Dean. It's still a work in progress, man. Let's see. Someone asked me a question ago about bottle rocket. Let me see if I can find it. So I think someone was asked about who's going to be driving bottle rocket. That's Tony's baby right now. He's going to be driving that. Now, after the No Name Nationals, I have no idea who's going to drive it. Shane, I mean, it's the truck is drivable. Um, right now we got stuff going on at the house. He's doing a suspension swap on his 300 SRT8. I pulled the bed out for where it got crunched up, so we're looking for a bed to put on it, and we're ordering a set of 456 gears to put in it. Matthew, basically, it got put up with water in the block. It didn't get winterized. The guy that had the motor in his drag car, and it popped the two center freeze plugs and cracked the block on the driver's side. What trans? The wrench you talking about for Slag Hammer? If it is, that's we're putting a 727 in it. I hear you. Well, my son's actually was talking about that too. He's wanting to dish the bed off of it and or get some bed panels and get the floor out of it and tuck the rear end in and put some fat tires underneath it. Yeah, I mean, I was too, Mr. Will. I think it was. I don't know. The whole deal is I don't like throwing anybody underneath the bus. I mean, he seems like a good man, and I know he's kind of up there a little bit on the age factor. That's why he was wanting somebody to drive the car because it's just been sitting. And it like I said, it is what it is. He kind of apologized at the end before we left, but it happens, man. It just makes it hard to help the next person out. I hear you, Cuda, man. I do. We're just keeping it. Because basically, the ranch. The only time this car is going to see some major road action is the power tour, and that's it. Other than that, it's going to events and a couple of drag strips and stuff like that. All right, Terrence, I appreciate it. Um, Give us a chat and stuff. I know somebody said something about using Fastenal. Kind of let us know what it would through Fastenal. Find out what it would cost to ship, and we'll kind of go from there. Dirty Ben's Garage. What's going on, man? Al, any interest in racing a ratty A100 with a big block? Dude, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I've got a couple people that want to race me right now at the No Name Nationals. But yeah, if I make it through the first round with my call out with Wild Rose, I don't have a problem racing some other people. What's going on there, Mr. Dan? I appreciate it, VMAX. I mean, yeah, I mean, oh, trust me, Tony was not a happy camper for sure, and it wasn't my deal, so wasn't my place to do any ass ripping or anything like that. But it worked out. I mean, we got some gears and some other stuff. So, damn, sorry to hear that, Rich. Bill, like I said, you know, this car is going to be going to events and stuff. I think the next big one is probably going to be Sick Week next year. So we're going to try to get the car set up for that. Bad Tree Production, what's going on, brother? How's that motor coming along? Yeah, Mr. Will, we've kept it quiet. I mean, we didn't do no big call out videos and stuff like that. We just kind of in the chats and talked about it, and I was like, yeah, no problem, and we're all good with it. We're just laid back with it. Yeah, it's in Sykes, in Missouri, Doug. Oh, good deal, Bad Tree. Yeah, I watched your video on the one y'all just picked up. What's going on, Zero? Mr. Will, if you make it, I thought you were coming, brother. Andy, what's going on, brother? I watched your video today, man. Well, where are you at now on your subs, Mr. Will? I know we still got a little ways to go. Oh, appreciate it, Andy. A little bit every day. Oh, I hear you, Bad Tree. Give her what she can give. Oh, cool deal, Mr. Will. Yeah, the guys are on here right now. I think we got what, 54 people on here? 55. If you have not been to Mr. Will's Dying Breed Garage, go over there and give him a like and subscribe to him. He's one of the guys in the No Name 500 list. So go give him a shout. What's going on, Peter? Yeah, it is, man. I mean, basically, building a car, basically, that was nothing from the ground up. But I also like to say, too, Junk Car Willie messaged me early today. I believe he made his 500. So congrats to him. And dude, I tell you what, I was so ticked off Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday? It was Sunday morning. And I made the unboxing video from the taillights I got from Junk Car Willie. And through the whole damn video, man, I kept saying Junkyard Willie. And it was just so hard, man. I just, for some reason, Junkyard just rolls off my tongue faster than Junk Car. But he was cool, man. Everybody's, was cool about it and directed everybody to the right place. But I mean, that man drove an hour each way to this junkyard to get those lights. So I mean, once again, man, I really appreciate what he did. Andy, our Unity Motorsports, I have not done a carb swap yet, but the intake that we have on our race truck is an OCP intake, and it's set up to go either way with it. I can do the fuel injection when it's on now, or I can convert over to the carb. I just have to change the program in the PCL. I like to do one though. VMAX, I hear you, man. I hate the lean burn years. Oh my god, is it still hooked up? What's going on, Eric? Greetings from Southern California. What's going on, brother? Able right now, man. That's still kind of under hush hush. We want to surprise everybody with the paint job when it's done and all the decals. Kim fixes things. How you doing, Kim? I've been hearing a lot about you. Appreciate you joining us on the live tonight. Oh yeah, the lean burn years and that lean burn computer. Oh my god, that was a nightmare. I bought a couple of those cars like that, and the first thing I cut that thing right out of there. Oh, I hear you, Eric. I mean, man, I mean, Bennett was only like 57 years old, something like that. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. I'm actually going to start watching some of your videos. I've been hearing a lot about your little project you're doing right now. Dan, I have no idea. I have not talked with Tony about it since he passed, so I don't know what's going on there. I know Bennett had a partner in the deal, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. Oh, I hear you, Doug. Eric, let's see. What about the funeral? What about his shop, his YouTube channel? Have you heard anything? No, I mean, I haven't heard anything since the day that, when was it? Not this past weekend, but last weekend when Tony came into the shop and he told me about it. And so I'll ask him when he gets back what the funeral arrangements are going to be and everything. What's up in cycles? Are you guys going to try to weld that block? We're going to do something with that block. There's like 3 or 4 different ways we can do with it. So right now we're holding off. We're going to figure out what we're going to do, and then we're going to do a video on it. Oh, I hear you, Cam. I mean, hopefully somebody does, but like I'll find out more when I talk to Tony. He's supposed to have been back already. He went to Harbor Freight to go pick up some more shop towels. Randy, I thought about it, but like I said, we'll see how it goes. I'll talk with. I got some neighbors across the street that own a awning and sign business, and they're the ones that did the wrap on my charger. So I've been thinking about asking them about it, what they would charge or they would donate. Eric, do you have any? Let's see. Do you have any positions on the Hemi lifter camshaft? Um, it's basically, I mean, my opinion, yeah, there's a defect in the block the way it was designed, but I noticed that primarily the lifter and cam failures were on the MDS motors. Now the non-MDS had their issues as well. I know part of it was possibly oil related with the RPMs and stuff at idle. The other thing was manufacturing issues because the LS motors were having the same issues there for a while. But as far as my position on it, I mean, I love the motors. I'll keep building them. Personally, I've not had any issues with them. Kim Fixes Things says Harbor Freight sucks her in every time. The man himself just showed up with some shop towels. Yeah, I watched this too. Part of it's, I mean, because with a Hemi motor, here's the deal with them: you got to hold a higher oil pressure at idle. On the older stuff, I mean, you can get away with 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. On the Gen 3 Hemis, if it drops below like 20 psi, 19 psi, it'll throw a signal and throw a check engine for low oil pressure, low oil sensor. Oh, I hear you, Zero. I mean, Harbor Freight's actually got some decent tools, man. I like their Icon series. You see the wrench, even the new Ford engine, broken valve springs all the time and burning oil. Yeah, I mean these engines these days, man. Eric, let's see. The redundant channel fills replacing the oil pump with a Hellcat oil pump will possibly fix the issues. My thing on that, 2009 and up, yes. The pre-BBT motors, 03 to 08, you got to modify that Hellcat pump to get it to work with that motor, and you're better off getting a Millings pump. They come with 3 different springs in it, and for the money, between the Millings pump with the highest spring in it and the Hellcat pump, there is not much difference to justify the modifications. So my personal opinion, just get a Millings pump and be done with it. Because most of the issues on those are at idle. Oh, I hear you, Kuda. What's going on, Southern Comfort? How you doing this evening? Oh, I hear you, Eric. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to work on my buddy's truck across the street. He bought an 06 with 125,000, 130,000 miles on it. And 2 weeks after he got it, it started doing the issue with the low oil pressure. Took it back to the lot he bought it from. They put another one in. It came back on 2 weeks later. Then they took it to the Dodge dealership. They still didn't fix it. And so I took a look at it and hooked my computer up to it, and it only had like 13.6 pounds of oil pressure. So I'm getting ready to tear into his, and I heard a light tapping upstairs, a little rattle downstairs. So I'm going to tear it apart and see what got damaged. Eric John's doing good. He was just on here a minute ago. What's going on, Uncle Kathy? Oh, yeah, the password's working now. I just had a problem with the my first stream locked up, so I had to start over. All right, Kathy, all your fans are coming out now. Doug goes applesauce. Tony's got so many names for her. Yep, Kathy does rock. All right, Kathy, appreciate it. Harry, what's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? Right, V-Max? Aldo, what's up, brother? I appreciate it. How you doing this evening, sir? That's funny, Harry. What dip is going in Slag Hammer? It's actually going to have two different dips in it. For the Power Tour, it's going to have a 323. And for No Name, it's probably going to have a 411 in it. We just picked one up the other day that had a short grip already in it. A belt, yeah. I hoard all kind of Gen 3 parts. I probably got enough parts there right now to build probably 4 motors. I hear you. But no, when we got the motor the other day, we picked up 3 chunks from the guy, and one of them was a 411 sure grip. I hear you, Matt. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Evans Mopar? How's it going on this evening, brother? I appreciate you listening while you're working. Let's see, Mr. Will. What are the best years for the Hemi Charger police package? I need a daily. Oh, I say if you want for one with a daily, get an 09. That way you don't have to worry about the valve seats dropping out in it. But at the same time, you got the cam and lifter deal. But Tony's brother's got I think it was a 2013. I had to do the cam and lifters in it, and I love it, man. That thing lifts up and goes. Oh, that's no problem, B Max. I mean, I love it. Oh, appreciate it, Mo mission. Dirty Ben's Garage, what's up? Seriously, LUT's old school knowledge combined with your new school knowledge has been fun. I appreciate that. It's like he learns with me a little bit on the new stuff, and I'm learning a lot from him on the older stuff, especially the big block stuff. Because, like I said, I've always been small block Mopar, so to me, it's like a sponge of knowledge. Yeah, what John Carter Williams said, hit that like button, people. Man goes broke. Any tips on rebuilding a carburetor? Well, it depends what kind of carburetor is. What it is. Is it a Holly, AFB, Carter? The quadradrets were what I call the quadrupukes. Spread bore. Oh no, let's see. Al, what do you like about the current Hemi? I just like building them, man. They're fun to tear apart. You can make stupid power with them with the stock bottle build. Shop Cat, what's going on? What's happening? I hear you, Zero. No, I hear you, Harry. Appreciate that, Zero. Yes, sir. Trolls are afoot. Harry, I just get to speculate. Yep, Zero just gave him the hatchet. See the wrench. Jaspers. Are you talking about Jasper engines? Yeah, I mean, I used to actually love Jasper. I used to order motors from them a long time ago when they actually had quality over there, but they're like anything else now. The last Jasper motor I bought, I was kind of upset with them. They had a mismatched bore in it. So that kind of put me on the fence with them for a while. See, issues with the Hemi ticking after building them. I talked with the rep about it after 2 inches. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, on the Gen 3s, man, you've got to check all the tolerances. You got to check the lifters. I mean, even the new lifters, they're still having issues with those. And they're just thrown together, man, because a lot of those motors, man, they use the same rods. They put all the rods in a batch, and we can use these. All these rockers over here, we can use these. We can do this with the cranks and stuff. So you're still going to have issues like that. That's why I just build them myself now and work it out that way. Let's see what we got here. Papillion Cycles. I know you guys specialize in Mopars. Got a line on a 68 Cadillac sedan, DeVille 2-door HT. Haven't really had a chance to look at it yet. Not sure if it has the 429. Be honest with you, I don't know either. I know my 72 Cadillac Savannahville, which was one of my first cars. I think it had the 473 in it. Yeah, I think what was it, Zero? My second live, I started getting the trolls in, or my third one, something like that. I hear you, Shop Cat. Oh, I hear you, Mr. Will, man. Yeah, the 472. The CB Max said my first engine I built was a 68 Caddy 472, tap the gas, smoke the tires. Dude, I tell you what, man, those 472s were nice little motors. My second car I had bought a 70 Chevelle SS roller motor, and I didn't have a lot of money back then. So I sit there and looked over at that Cadillac, and that motor and training came out, went in that Chevelle. I used to actually have an Oldsmobile Omega back in the day. That was a fun little car. Let's see, Shop Cat Industry. I'm doing my first premiere on Wednesday at 7:10 p.m. Mountain Central Time. So everybody check that out. Go over and get Shop Cat some love and support. Oh, I hear you, Doug. I tell you what, man, those 472s were definitely burnout kings. That's for damn sure. Oh, VMAX. I mean, I went old school, man. I solid mounted that thing straight to the car, man. That thing had a vibration from hell. That cam I had put in it. Yeesh. Oh, yes, they are, Mike. That one I had was a rear wheel drive. I had the V6 in. We turned around and put a 350 down in it. Doug says not burnout, it's burning oil. Oh, they were. I mean, for GM, man, that motor was nice, man. Wild Rose, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Cool deal, man. Douglas, what's going on? Let's see, what's going on? What's going in that Daytona with the crack block? Nothing's going in that Daytona. He's actually got that car up for sale. So he's selling it as a roller. And I know on Tony's video he put out this morning, there was a lot of people asking if that car was for sale. Oh man, that was a nice color. Yeah, mine when I got my Sedanaville, it was I can't remember what they called that color blue, but it was a really nice blue with a white top with a white interior. But Pavilion Site, I tell you what, man, it'd be a nice cruiser car, that's for sure. Might be say Hemi spot the Daytona. I mean, if somebody wants to buy it, they can do it. I think he's wanting like 10 grand for the roller. I hear you, Wild Rose. So for no name absence to be filling that block with concrete and spraying 300 shot, I'm bringing all motor. No, I didn't put it in the Omega, but I had a Buick Apollo that had a 350 rocket in it. Doug, are the 300s good vehicle with the V6? Which V6 are you talking about? Because if you're looking at one that's got a 2.7 in it, I wouldn't drive. Now, if you're talking about the newer 300 with the Pentastar motor in it, they seem like a good motor and they do decent horsepower, but they've got their little issues too. But if you're looking at one that's pre 2009, do not get one with a 2.7 in it. Well, like Mopar mentioned, the 3.6 is it's a good motor for the most part. That Pentastar motor, but like I said, the pre anything '08 and under, that 2.7 to me was the biggest disaster they put in those LX platforms. If you're doing an older one, get one that's got a 3.5 in it. The only thing you got to really worry about that is the lifter noise. They like to go out, but it's an easy fix. Oh, I hear you, Rich. Yeah, because I bought a Dodge Magnum a few years ago, and I bought it primarily for the body. I had a 2.7, and man, that thing was just toast. And I did a 3.5 swap in it, and I mean, and that little 3.5 was peppy, man. It was a HP motor. But I sold that when I got the Charger. Doug goes, the 2.7 has oil pressure. Dude, that motor's got every issue. Oil pressure issue. As soon as it gets hot, I mean, that thing was just a total nightmare. Oh, I hear you, Mr. Will. Let's see. Papillion cycles. I hear a lot of lifter noise from guys with the newer Dodge Chargers. I mean, they're hit and miss, man. I hear you. Zero. That motor was just way too small for the LX platform. I mean, it's a heavy car, small motor. I mean, it was not a good mix at all. All right, Mr. Will. Bush D. Hey, Al, what kind of engine stand you prefer? Dude, I don't have a preference as long as one holds the motor in place and it doesn't snap on me. Oh, you're right, Mike. Roller cams are noisy, anyways. And I tell you what, man. I don't know about the injectors that Chrysler uses and shit, but man, those are some noisy ass injectors. The wrench goes in old engine stand. I mean, I really don't have a preference, man. I mean, I just look at the weight rating on them. I don't want to get one that's cheap and you put a heavy ass motor on it that snaps on the ground before you get it tore apart. But most of my stands are a 3-wheel. Douglas Fisher, what do you think about the 1996 Dodge or Mustang GT? No, I don't know, man. I like the old square body, the old square fox bodies. I do like the new one that's out now. I kind of like the lines on it, but no, I hear you, Mike. But I mean, I hadn't had an issue with the stands. Of course, I got a pretty even floor too. But I've just always been a three stand guy. I mean, now my son, on the other hand, of course, he's quite a bit younger. He's into all the newer stuff now. Well, we need to get this and get that. And I know he's talked a couple times about wanting to get a 4-wheel stand. Oh, I hear you. I mean, because I mean, back then the car was so simple. I mean, I love the squareness of it. I like the slope of the rear window. I mean, it was an overall clean car, and and a lot of guys. I mean, it's one of the best drag cars to build off of. All right, Southern Cover. I appreciate you coming in, man. You have a good evening. Oh, they are, man. I mean, they're just. I mean, it's almost like that car was designed from the engineers that they knew this thing was going to be great for being drag cars. Let's see. Doug goes right now. I'm looking at a 2006 GT and a 96 GT. Both need work. Both under 5,000. Bodies are in good shape. I mean, it's whatever body style you like better. I mean, I know the in between the Fox body, they had that real bad stage there for a couple of years with the rounded looking body style. And I did not like it at all. Now, Tony and I were talking the other day. One of the cars on my bucket list before I go to build, I want to build a Buick Opal. I love to get my hands on one. I hear why it was. I like the 82s too. Wild Rose, a Buick Nova. Yeah, I had a Buick Apollo. But the Opal, man, it's just, I mean, that car screams put a fat set of slicks underneath my ass and let me rip. The cycle goes, weird question. I've always wondered why nobody I have seen has not robbed on a Buick Rieta. I don't know, man. Doug goes says I want to swap a three or Did a 360 swap and a Plymouth Arrow, right? Yeah, Mr. Will's back. Unkilled Big Bad. What's up, man? I bought a 91 GT new, like my 85 Capri. Yeah, the Capris weren't bad either. The Pirate Apache. What's up, brother? Let's see. Hey, Al, let's see. I threw some cutouts on my truck just because it's still not super loud. I should throw something in the tailpipe so I can give it any flow. Any thoughts on the cutouts? I've thought about cutouts. We actually talked about doing that on the drag truck because right now we've got 3-inch race exhaust on it. And I mean, that thing is super loud. And so he's wanting to change the exhaust system where he can like drive it local. So he's wanting to do some cutouts on it. I've heard good things and bad things about them. Yeah, I'm kind of up there about the Pontiac Ventura. That's one of those, yeah, give or take. Oh, the SVOs. Oh yeah. I tell you what, that when they brought that thing, what was it, the 2.2 back for the newer Mustangs with the turbo setup? I can't believe how much horsepower they're getting out of that thing. The 2.3 turbo, or turbo. See, what's up, Jimmy? Does 5.7 Hemi run well with a carb intake manifold, and what company makes a good one? Man, there's a lot of them out there. You got Mopar Direct that makes a high ram intake. You've got a company which Ethan and I use is called OCP. They make a real nice universal, and we're very happy. As a matter of fact, if you go to their website or Facebook, OCP, um, he's got some videos of it in his Barracuda. He did started out with carbs and he went to fuel injection with it. But either way, this intake works for both applications quite well. If you cannot find his page, go to MMX. They sell his intake and they got a nice little write up on it. Oh, I thought about it, Mike. Ethan and I were talking about that the other day. Let's see, Mike, is there something special about the 361 for high performance build, or did the one in today's video have actually did it have stock pistons in it? I think the 361 was almost like a nine to one. Doug goes, the last Dave Azaro video I seen, he teased a set of Jaguar V12 heads. Oh yeah. I like the Jaguar V12s. Oh, they are Mopar vision. Right, Unkill? Yes, Doug, he sure did. Paul Shea, what's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? Mopar engine, what's up, brother? Let's see. Need your input. Can't find oil pickup tube anywhere. I priced up the lip, popped the screen off, cleaned the tube. Reeves, what do you think about prying the lip and clamping? You can't find an oil pickup tube. What motor are you doing? Doing great, Paul. Doing great. Mopar did 6.1 discontinued. Hmm. Is it discontinued or is it back ordered? Jim Pitt, okay, thanks. Any problems with a 5.7 coupled to a 727? Nope. Bolts right up. I tell you what, Mopar engines. What was the difference between the 5.7 and the 6.1 pickup tube? Because that 6.1 was basically based off the 5.7. Mopar engines. Have you actually tried Rock Auto? Because when we were doing Ethan's motor, we actually ordered a lot from Rock Auto, and it was actually genuine Mopar stuff that we got through them, and it was actually cheaper than getting it from the dealership. Uh, yeah, check with Rock Auto, and then also check the marketplace, man, on Facebook. I mean, there's a lot of people that sell these motors for parts and shit. Yeah, because I think on the 5.7 it bolts up to the second main cap. I mean, if that's the only difference, I mean, besides being the two, I'll do some research on it. Jim was there talking about he knew a guy local that fit a Jag V12 into a 58 MGA. Wow. Oh, I hear you, Doug. I want to check out something for you here real quick, Mopar. Let's see here. Oh, you're right, Mike. The LS is budget friendly, that's for sure. Everybody gets them; they're real cheap. Shooter. Yeah, we're gonna do something with it. We just don't know yet, but we'll probably be using it for no name. Let's see. Craig Davis. Hey, how do you feel the LS engines are superior to the Gen 3? I mean, it's a personal preference, man. I know the LS platform, the aftermarket stuff came a lot quicker than the Gen 3, and I know they're a little bit cheaper than the Gen 3, but you can make kilo horsepower out of either motor. Mopar, I just looked up on Rock Auto. They've got a pickup tube for a 6.1. Oh, I hear you, Bush, man. Vintage Jeeps have skyrocketed in price, man. Mopar Man 78, what's going on, brother? I hear Mopar engines. Did you hear me? I said I found one on Rock Auto. Oh, I hear Mopar, man. It's been raining off and on here today, too. I tell you, Mopar engine, you can try it too. If you can't locate one, try Flying Ryan. He might have some. Jim Free, do you recommend break-in oil additives and a fresh rebuild? I've got a fresh 5.9 Magnum that has a bit too much blow by at 500 miles. I think the rings haven't seated. Mm. I mean, because that 5.9's a roller motor. I mean, so you really don't need a break-in oil in it. But I go ahead and because usually when I use build motors, man, I did oil in it and I'll drive it for about 3 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles, something like that, and change the oil out. Just check to make sure there's not any real bad shavings in it, then change the oil again. Uh, Jimmy, did you build the motor at home or did you have the block taken off to the shop? See, Craig Davis, have you ever pulled around with any of the Dodge Fortuner stuff? Yeah, I've worked on some, especially the Jeep stuff. I hear Wild Rose. He said the new motors make me feel like a flathead hot rod guy in the late 50s when factory motors made more than hopped up flatties, right? And then Mike's correct too, man. If you the cast iron rigs, man, they take forever sometimes to break in. Jimmy, when you got back from the machine shop, did you set the rings in it to make sure there wasn't no light shining between the ring and the cylinder wall? Because even blocks, I take the machine shop and get back. I always double check that. Cool deal. See, Mopar Fan 78, did you find out if the junkyard jet guys had an extra set of leaf springs, possibly SS springs? Man, be honest with you, I forgot all about it. I think the springs I saw on the wall, I think have got the same amount of springs on it, but I will double check. It's just been real hectic here lately. Oh, I hear you, Joseph. It isn't just HP; it's usable HP. But I can actually find out for you real quick, Mopar man. Hang on a minute. Hey, Tony, those springs on the wall, those are just regular A body springs, right? That extra set of springs, the Junkyard Jet guys, those aren't super stockers, are they?
No, those are just regular
A body springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mopar 78. Yeah, they're just regular A body springs. Craig Davis, Al, tell us about some of your past Mopars and race cars. Well, my first Mopar was 72 Barracuda, 344 speed. Um, love that car. Got a lot of tickets with it. Um, let's see here. Now, the car I had the most fun with was my Buick Apollo when I first got it. But I've had the Barracuda. I've had a 65 Barracuda. I've had two darts. Race car wise, I raced the hell out of that Barracuda. We've got the Gen 3 race truck. Joseph, hello, what happened to that CUDA? Oh, well, one too many times, one too many tickets. And because it was actually my grandfather's car. And he had ordered that the same time. So he got that. Then he ordered a Dodge Dart GT 344 speed car. He gave it to me when I got into high school. And after I got so many tickets with it, he took the car away from me. And I didn't see that car again for 5 years. And he decided to give me the car back. And the car got caught up in a flood in Houston, Texas. And the only thing that was left usable on that car was the fender, the firewall, the front end, the motor, and transmission. The rest of it just rotted. I mean, it killed me, but it was a fun car. The 65 CUDA, I loved it, man. It was pearl white, red interior. I mean, it was a nice little car. But I've had a lot of you asking about T-shirts, and I've just about got the design set up for the shirts. It's going to be similar to the logo that's on my banner. And as soon as I get that set up, I got to get things set up with Teespring. So give me a couple weeks on that, and hopefully we'll be able to start rolling them out. Oh, they are, Joseph. I mean, I love that car. Yeah, I mean, cities. Yeah, he's got parts, man. You're all right, man. He's a little price. They're a little pricey. Wild Rose by 65 was cream color with blue interior. Had the best factory auto floor shifter I ever used in a car. Oh, it was, man. It was nice. Boy, Steven, I tell you what, man, those were the days, man. I bought a GTX back in the day and I paid $750 for it. Had the 440 in it. See, Doug, after Katrina, my old neighbor bought a flood damaged '04 Hemi Ram and bragged about the deal he got until it was delivered to his house and the water line was up to the window. Yeah. I mean, unless you totally want to go through that whole truck and rebuild it, yeah. I flood damaged cars, especially now, man, that's up in the air unless you're getting it a super deal and you know you're gonna have to rewire everything, replace everything. I try to stay away from them unless they're like dirt cheap. Let's see, Mopar man. I'm also looking for a slant six factory 2 barrel kick down linkage for an automatic that will work with a Carter BBD carb. Good deal, Joe. So I'm glad you still got that car, man. Are the California burn cars, right? Well, I mean, like flood cars, man. It's like, say you want to build a Charger drag car or a Challenger drag car, the new style, you know, then yeah, buy one because you get them pretty damn cheap because you're going to gut it out anyway. I heard you, dude. I tell you what, man. When I was a teenager, I only knew one thing that was stop and put it to the floor, and it got me in so much trouble. But the older I've got now, man, except for what was about a month ago, I had a 350Z that was popping and clacking and shooting flames out of exhaust on the interstate. I had just left the shop. I was tired, a little frustrated. It was one of those stressful nights. I didn't feel like I got enough done, but even though I did, and he kept messing with me, my charger, and about 140, he started backing off, and I still had a lot of pedal left over. But other than that, man, I keep going fast at the track anymore. Oh, I hear you. I like driving at 6 speeds, man. Oh, it was fun. I told Tony about it the next day. He says, "In the charter?" And I said, "Oh yeah. I mean, that thing gets up and rolls." Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the 350C just ran out of gear or he just sit there and just realized he wasn't going to win. Mr. Will, I really don't have an opinion on that. I really haven't really looked at the Caprice package. Well, Jimmy, I know that motor there, when they took it to the track, it was in the tens and a quarter mile with that 360 watt. Dizzy, you have a good one, brother. Appreciate you coming in. I hear you, Dan. Oh, I hear you, Mr. Will. Body wise, yeah. I mean, the charges are more proportionate. But as far as performance wise, man, I don't know personally. Oh yeah, the 361s, man. They use those for commercial application, truck applications. Let's see the wrench. I'll get the transformer for your car. It will get the police option and the light show. I've looked into those. Yeah, it was like a 4.1, something like that. And then let's see, Mopar fan. If anybody has a 65 to 66 A body and upgrading to a dual reservoir manual master cylinder for their drum brakes or front disc with rear drums. The wrench. Let's see. I used to buy them at an auction 3 at a time. Are you talking about the 350Zs? Oh yeah, yeah. I tell you what, where I live at in Tennessee, I see a lot of them up for sale in Georgia, the old Georgia State Trooper cars, and they're actually not that expensive. They're pretty cheap. I've been thinking about buying one. That and I like the color on them too. Oh, I love the push bars, man. I've been thinking about putting one on my red Charger. What's up, Biker Bob 59? Cheers from Western Canada. What's up, brother? No problem, Doug. I mean, my bike's just for cruising, man. Now, my last bike I had was a V-Rod. That thing was pretty quick. See, the Ranch Dream Car is one of those Chargers with the 413 and 871 setup, black push bar. No, dude, I hear you. Cool deal, Biker Bob. Now, Biker Bob, does yours have a big block in it, or has it got a small block in it?
I got one valve stem that needs to be trimmed. We're good to go.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Tony said good night. He's leaving. Yeah, Tony's been working on getting the heads together on the 383. I hear you, Dan. Yeah, I think it was Porsche. They went in collaboration with that motor. I mean, it was a nice motor. I got one of the first ones that came out, and they had the small fuel tank in it. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. The newer ones came out with a fatter tire and a bigger tank. But let's see. Mr. Will just posted out, hey guys, quick shout out. Nolan at Wild Rose Garage, and I will be doing another live Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you stop by and say hello to him. And guys, don't forget, man, go to Mr. Will. Give him a like, give him a sub. He's one of the people in the No Name 500 deal. I really love for him to make it. Yeah, Jim, they had mine I bought used that had like 2,500 miles on it. I didn't pay a whole lot for the bike, but yeah, resale. Joe says he's about ready to give you a gift, brother. Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Will. Yeah, back about my cousin had a early '70 Ranchero. He ran the big block with it, and he had the little shell that went on the back. It didn't stay on there very long. I hear you, Dad. We all need a garage or a shop, brother. Hell, the house that I'm in now, when we first bought it, it didn't have a garage, and we were doing everything outside underneath the tarpaulin or something like that. And man, I was so glad when I had that garage put in. I still got to get it insulated though, man. It's still pretty cold in the wintertime. Paul, have a good one, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Let's see, Jimmy, is anyone going to be doing the videos for the No Name Nationals? I'm in New Jersey, so not going to make it. Dude, there's probably going to be a shitload of videos at the No Name Nationals. And I know John Wilburn said they're going to have someone try to do streaming on their end, but I mean, everybody and their mother is going to be filming over there. Oh, I hear you, Mr. Will. But yeah, Jimmy, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people there, man. I mean, Dallas and John, man, have put something together. I didn't think they were. I don't even think they realized how big this thing was going to be. And I hope they do it every year. I hope they do it like at different tracks. What's up, Renegade Garage? Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people do that, man. El Camino Ranchero, they get them mixed up. Hell, when I was a kid, man, the old style El Caminos that had the big wings on the back that came off like that. When I was a kid, I always thought that's what they made the Batmobile from. Oh, come on, Doug, now. I like my Bix. 59. I do that too sometimes, Dan. If I can't find my wire strippers, I hit my lighter and just. Psh. Dude, I tell you what, Doug, man, I love those El Caminos, man. He had one. He probably the car was jinx, man. That El Camino was jinx. I think I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and he put like 5 motors in that thing. But it was nice. It was like jet black with chrome, red interior, big black steering wheel. And that one that was over at Kiwi's shop the other day when he was doing the comparison between the El Camino and the Ranchero. Man, that brought back a lot of memories. Kim fixes things. I don't know. I mean, I know. Oh, excuse me. That the square body El Caminos, man. A lot of people buy them. You know, especially when the Street Outlaw came out and Skip had that square body El Camino, man. The prices went up. Yeah, the Bonnie bills were cool too. I see, Dan. The G body was in what? Started in the early '80s. Okay, Dan said it started in '78. But guys, I'm going to get off of here. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and call it a night. I still got button some stuff up on Slag Hammer real quick, but I appreciate everybody coming on tonight. Appreciate the conversations and everything, and y'all been great. I've been enjoying watching the conversations here in the chats, and man, y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. And I'll probably have a Slag Hammer update video probably out tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'm a little bit behind right now. This past 3 days, like I said, it's been really busy. But on that, guys, y'all have a good one. Peace out. And remember, support your fellow 500 guys. Let's get them subs up. Don't forget, Thursday night, Mr. Will's going to have a live. And I think somebody else was having a live on tomorrow night. I'm not really sure. But big shout out to everybody. Love y'all. Y'all be good. Build something, make it fast. If not, just build to have fun with it. And I will talk to y'all soon.